Up with a back injury. I think Carson's ill. We got Everett back. I think Everett's back. So down 2, gain 1. Does that feel about right? Anybody else? All right. So a bit of a line change up here. Kanan in for Kramer, along with LaRose and Brown. Wilson at D with Nicollet. Waconia holding zone here early. One shot wide as Kanan pressures in the corner. Wilson there to help out. Centering pass out front. And here comes LaRose working his way through center ice. And he gets pulled down. And we're going to get an early trip and a 2-minute opportunity here for the Trojans. Just 33 seconds into this one, and the Trojans will get a 2-minute power play. All right, I got to figure out who is here. So that, I believe, was Meade in at face-off. Off that face-off, Clavin fires a hard one off a pad, and Waconia with a little bit of a breakout. Shut down by Meade to Clavin. To trying for Prentice. A little bit of bad bounce there, gets out, and short-handed forecheck pressure here. So it looks like we have Everett at a left wing. Is that Jack's right wing? Okay, so a lineup here of Everett, or I should say Altschul, Gilbert, and a new crew of forwards in here. That is Jeffers. Jeffers works it deep into the near side zone. He's got help down there. Nicollet out front has space. Puts one off the pad. Waconia regroups. And they're going to dump one down. Played off again. I should say Charlie Ellickson in net for the Trojans. Plays that one. All right. So, Kurth looking for Hasselfeld. Just 13 seconds left. One last little push here on this power play. Wilson, scoots it in, can't get all of it. That gets flipped up over the top. And now Prentice plays it. Wilson plays that one out. Has Kanan breaking on it. Then to Brown. Brown gets stuck in his skates, but LaRose fires one, just misses the pipe on the right. That gets flipped up into the air as LaRose takes one off the shoulder and covered by the Wildcat goalie. Kanan with the face-off. The Wildcats control, looking for a breakout. Prentice there to shut him down, but the skater gets through to center ice. That gets broken up as Brown closes on it. Now LaRose there to help. Kanan tries to find his way in, and the Wildcats dump that. Prentice to LaRose to Kanan, just a little hot off his stick as the Wildcats get it, but Brown finds it at center at neutral ice. Brown's trying to push his way through. Gets it to LaRose. That goes wide right again. Another little forehand wrister opportunity there. Gets flipped in, and that is whistled dead. Puck got stuck maybe in the pads or something there. Little prayer there for the goalie that got that one stuck. 11:18 left in the first, 0-0. Now Gilbert, Meade, and Altschul are your forwards. Waconia breaking out into neutral ice. Offsides here on the Wildcats. Mead with the win to Gilbert. Puts one back on his goalie. Nope, plays that out to Nicollet. Oh, just on the blue line. Couldn't quite push that through. It's another one back on the blue line, and finally Hasselfeld punches it to neutral ice. And heavy forecheck pressure puts it on. Creates a turnover. Looking for Altschul coming across the middle. Ooh, gets taken down to his knees, and there comes the Wildcats the other direction. Wildcats are neutral ice. Finds their way in. Flips one in, and glove save for Ellickson. Fresh skaters coming in here for the Trojans. Hasselfeld will take this face-off. Initially one, that's to Kurth. Kurth dumps that down. Waconia Chase is played off by their goalie, and a little forecheck pressure coming here. Hasselfeld breaks on it, dumps that back in, looking for Kurth. Kurth involved in the scrum. That comes back out. Nobody wants it. Jeffers and Clavin were kind of in between, and almost let that skip through, but Jeffers plays it and shuts that through. Now Prentice breaks on the far side to shut that progress down, and then regroups into his own zone, looking for a way out. Has it up to Kurth. Kurth looking for Hasselfeld. Played back to Waconia. Into the far corner. Clavin up the near side, albeit temporarily, as Waconia looking for it. Jeffers trying to get a piece of it. Ellickson with another save. 9:31 left here in the first. Kane and Brown and LaRose back in. Nicollet and Wilson as that gets dumped down. Wildcats retreat. Heavy pressure by LaRose. Waconia breaks. Brown on it. They find their way through to neutral ice. Brown with more neutral ice pressure on the far side. Gets tied up. Ends up. And here comes Kanan. Kanan with a little room on the far side. Tries to dangle his way around. Stops short. Dangles his way. Finds it through. In on the puck. Oh, and a nice couple of attempts there as Kanan put one on net. LaRose followed up with a rebound and a couple of saves there for the Wildcat goalie. 8:54 left in the first. Face-off won there by Kanan, controlled initially by Wayzata. That scoots by Nicollet. Nicollet looking for Wilson. Brown there to help. That gets into zone, but controlled by Waconia. Brown breaks again, holds that one up. Tied up in the corner, now back behind the net as Kanan pressures. Nope, that is LaRose. Back up to Wilson. Wilson holds the blue line temporarily, but then gives up a breakaway opportunity as a beautiful save by Charlie Ellickson. Tough turnover there on the blue line, gives a breakaway opportunity, and Ellickson bails him out there with a beautiful save. 8:10 left here in the first. Mead on the face-off. That gets dumped up. That will be tipped out of the zone as Gilbert and Altschul pressure into the corner. Create at least a temporary stop there now. Waconia's going to look the other way. One-man breakout finds a streaking forward here on the right side. Does a nice job of it. Clavin, however, takes that puck away as the Wildcat skater goes down. Now Prentice in the near corner. Centering pass. Ooh, really good pass there. We left a couple of unchecked players right in front of the crease. Couldn't get a stick on it, and lucky to get out of there with that one. Oh, there's a good pass into neutral ice for the Wildcats. They find their way in. That deflected up and rails all the way around the glass. Clavin physical in the edge. Buries his guy. Mead picks it up. Mead looking, or who's that? Hasselfeld looking for Mead. Holtschel now trying to get it out. Nothing doing there. Hasselfeld with a chance at it. Heavy hit here in the near side there on Hasselfeld, but he jumps right back up and gets the ball into play. Trojans have temporary possession with 6.5 left here in the first. Good body there is shut down by Nicollet. Nicollet's got a little room through neutral ice. Just wills his way through there as Kirk tries to help out, but ends up turning it back over to the Wildcats. We got new lines. It feels obvious, doesn't it? They just don't know where everybody is. A little out of sync, kind of wrong place, wrong time. I think we'll get better as this game goes along and they figure this out a little bit. I got a good rise out of the fellow Waconia teammates, but very much a penalty at this level. All right, 2-minute penalty here on the Wildcats. 5:28 left. Kane and Brown and LaRose will start this penalty opportunity off. Kane around the outside, dangles it back, looks for Clavin. Clavin tries a cross-ice pass. Nothing doing there as that gets interrupted by the Waconia forward. All right, now LaRose has it near side. He comes in, flips one up, and that's glove saved by the Wildcats. Looks like we'll get 2 fresh defenders in. We'll remain with this lineup at forward. Kanan to LaRose to Nicollet. A couple of deflections in hot there. Brown holds on it. Brown works his way across to Nicollet. Ooh, nice little pass across to Kanan. Nothing there. Good save again by Waconia. 4:30 left and a minute left in the penalty. Gets tipped and that's waved off. So Nicollet will have a chance to regroup here. One last run at it as Brown comes in to Wilson. Over to Kanan. Kanan dangles his way through. Gets bodied and glove saved here by Waconia. This will bring fresh forwards in. Holtschel, Gilbert, and Mead will come in with 50 seconds remaining in the power play. Gets played out front to Wilson. Deflected in. Gilbert had a stick on that thing. Almost got there. Now he follows it up. Mead there, a little physical play. Gets a piece of it. Holtschel finds a way around. Holtschel looking for space. Bank shot out to Wilson. Wilson flips one in. That deflects wide left. Nicollet on the near side. Finds himself free, but ends up right into a Waconia skater. Slash coming. Interference? Is that what they're calling? What's the call? I guess we've got a penalty shot situation. You got a puck possession, don't you? And a scoring opportunity? All right. And stop. Sorry, I missed that, Alexson. I didn't get around fast enough. I was too enamored with it myself, but a beautiful, beautiful save there as that gets shut down. That was a really awful call that could have hurt us. But nevertheless, a little excitement. And here comes Clavin near side. Clavin trying to dangle his way through. Prentice plays it nicely off the far side. Hasselfeld there to body his player into the boards. Jeffers holds the far side. Working hard on that edge. He's got three other players, but finds a way to dump it back in as Hasselfeld will chase into the near corner far side. Hasselfeld rides him off, but he stays with it. Centering pass out front. Finds its way to Jeffers. Clavin, nice pass across. Has Hasselfeld working his way through neutral ice. He gets across center ice and dumps it, looking for fresh forwards. Brown, LaRose, and Kanan come in. Brown takes a swipe at that, but it's avoided at least temporarily, and that gets dumped in deep as Nicollet plays his guy into the board. Centering pass works as Kanan now works his way through neutral ice. One too many dangles, gets stick checked away there to shut that progress down. Probably could have taken that one wide and had a chance at it. Nicollet powers one through, gets in, finds his way, near side, and a shot and goal! I think that is Nicollet to Kanan. Kanan with the goal from Nicollet. And finally, the Trojans strike here with 1:46. Huh? I think it's Kanan, right? Yep. And I think from Nicollet. All right. Get this all squared away. I think the line's mostly the same as the Trojans work their way across. Kanan again on the far side. Brown working his way through. Good hold up there as Brown trying to find his way to Kanan. Neutral ice. Flips it to Wilson. Wilson. Good block there by the Waconia skater. LaRose bodying in the corner. Kanan now there. Wilson pinning the edge up. Brown there to play it back in deep, and LaRose will be there. 1 minute remains. Clavin holds at the blue line. Ooh, had Kanan soft across the top. It gets all the way across to the Waconia skater, and Waconia is able to push in, albeit temporarily, as Clavin plays it. to LaRose. LaRose looking for Brown, picked off by Waconia, and they've got momentum coming back the other direction, but Wayzata Skater's back for it. Finds his way all the way around back behind the net before Brown plays him off into the corner. Oh, centering pass there, goes up and across the crease. Gilbert now in. Craven powers one through. Finds Mead. Picked off by Olcho. Olcho with a little stretch, and that is the end of the first. Probably wouldn't have had time for that one anyways, but nice little break on that pass. Little Rugrats running around. So, Waconia purple sometimes is a bit of a dark purple, and they've got a very similar W to ours. So I always second glance any of their gear because it looks like Waconia gear. Yeah, and they've got the yellow too, so or the gold. How about a first period there by Charlie Ellickson? I mean, six shots on and saves, but faces the first penalty shot of the year and knocks it down. Mead, Gilbert, and Altschul are your forwards. Clavin and Prentice back on D. Mead wins to Gilbert. Waconia eventually dumps it in. Prentice trying to dissect his way out, and here comes Mead up the near side. Mead with a hard. Oh, that ricocheted off a pad or a glove. Almost found its way in. Tries to dangle his way, looking for Gilbert there, shut down by the Waconia defender. Now Waconia looking to break out. Prentice able to regroup and hold that one up. Holds up progress again here on the near side as he bodies his opponent off on the net, but actually Waconia takes back over again. Now Clavin there to shut things down. Mead trying to skate through some traffic. That gets flipped. Prentice on it. Prentice to Gilbert. Back to Waconia. Now Clavin will try. Clavin patient in the corner, but eventually gets a couple of defenders played up on. Might create just enough space for a breakout, and it does. Here comes Mead, near side, just off the right. Mead quick enough to stay out of trouble, all eventually gets off his skates. And that just crossed the blue line there as Nicollet was trying to hold on. Jeffers facing off. Altschul, Hasselfeld in with him. Jeffers back. Oh, nice little give and go there and a flip, backhand flip. That just goes up over the top. Solid D there by Wilson, shutting that down. Finds its way out to Kurth. Kurth gets across center ice, dumps that in, is going to chase it himself. Wilson on it. That gets dumped out. Nicollet will play it deep in his own zone. A couple of heavy forecheckers coming. Hasselfeld got a piece of that. Got waved off as that dumps in again. Jeffers back to Kurth. Kurth dangles, finds room looking across. Nice little pass there for Hasselfeld. Couldn't quite get his stick on it. Nicely played by the defender as that was coming across the crease. What do we got there? Oh. A hand pass will bring this out to neutral ice. It will also pull in a fresh set of forwards for the Trojans. Kanan, LaRose, and Brown. Kanan wins to Brown. Brown double team, gives it up as Waconia now pushes it in. Fights to get back for it. Clavin looking up the far side, held by Waconia. Looking to avoid some body pressure there, gives that puck back up to Clavin. As Kanan looking for Brown. Brown flips one out, nobody home coming. LaRose eventually has a piece of it, working his way up the far side now. Kanan finds himself free, dangles it through, gets shut down there nicely as he had a chance near the crease there with some fancy stick work. It ends up back with Waconia. Waconia backhand, dumps one in. Clavin, has LaRose coming, but then there's Brown. Brown with some speed up the near side. He flips one in, gives up a rebound there, nobody home. Another save for the Waconia goalie. And Waconia now comes. That one gets blocker saved off. 11 minutes left here in the second. 1 goal lead for the Trojans. Back to neutral ice. Brown bodies, put some pressure on. Sorry, I keep kicking my tripod's not working very well for me. Kanan to Ulchel. Ulchel dumps one on and covered. This will get a fresh set of forwards in, as I think we had a partial group in. So now Gilbert and Ulchel on either side of Meade. Nicollet and Wilson back. Meade wins it to Wilson. Wilson got a stick in his way there. Couldn't quite get all of that one. And that is iced back for the Trojans. We're running time on purpose. Do you think we're like in and out? Oh, no, they just were a little slow on it. Meade on another face-off here. Deep in Wildcat territory. The Wildcats control it. Dumped to neutral ice, but Wilson on it. Wilson to Nicollet. Gets pulled off his skates. And eventually the Wildcats dump it into zone, albeit temporarily, as Ulchel deposits it in neutral ice. Meade now gets a piece of it with a little bit of room, working his way up far side. Back to Ulchel, and a nice shot on. Pretty little pass there by Meade. Nice shot on by Ulchel. Good to see him back and firing at goalies. Hasselfeld and Kurt in on either side of Jeffers. Clavin and Prentice back on D. Hasselfeld goes down behind. Prentice plays this into the corner. Hasselfeld gets hit into the corner temporarily as Jeffers now working on the far side. He scoots one through, one little one-timer. Quick little stick work there by Hasselfeld. Couldn't quite get all of it, and it goes wide left. Wildcats regroup. Clavin shuts that down. Kurth now looking for a way out. Jeffers now with a little breakout of his own, coming in with Clavin. Good stick check there, shuts that down at the blue line. The boys regroup. They come back in. Kurth with a shot on goal off the goalie pad. Kanan controls. Back to Kurth. Kurth off his skates. Looking for Brown, breaking towards the net. Couldn't quite get it through, and now the Wildcats are coming all the way through. Brown going to the high stick. I could have gone interference, but that's a little bit tied up with the blue line. All right, well, the Trojans got to kill a 2-minute penalty here as Brown goes into the box here for 2. LaRose gets across center ice, dumps that in. Kanan dangles it around. Had a little bit of breathing room there, but the Waconia skater breaks on it, shuts that down, and takes it out. Kanan then plays that off himself into the near corner. Good pressure there by Nicollet. LaRose also on it. They dump that in temporarily as Wilson gets it. Blocked by the ref there, catches one on the exit pass. Oh, maybe a bit of a screen there. Actually, I don't think it caught anything, but finds its way all the way to Ellickson. Ellickson with the save. Kanan now, near side, dangles it over, looking for LaRose. LaRose finds a home in the back of the net. That is Kanan to LaRose as the Trojans score one short-handed. A minute left here in this power play. So the Trojans have a little more work to do to kill this thing, but they find the second goal of the game as Kanan to LaRose scores goal number 2 and a 2-goal lead for the Trojans. Meade and Gilbert now in. Waconia plays that one out, that face-off to Clavin. Deflected out. And a good break there for Meade. Not quite all the way there. Turnover created by Gilbert, and now the boys are going to try the near side. Zone held, albeit by, and a save by Ellickson. Sorry, the zone was held there by Waconia. Oh, Meade just about pokes that one away on another little breakout opportunity. Just 20 seconds left here in this power play. That is a big shot from the corner there. That kid slung that in there. It goes high and over the top of Ellickson. Waconia milking the final few seconds here, and a little bouncer. Really good short hop save there. Is that? Is that what it was? That was almost an own goal tip. All right, really looked like it was just going to be a little slider coming in, and Ellickson, very quick to respond, snags that one with his glove. Six seconds remain here. Jeffers on the face-off. That gets flipped up. As Kurth gets that one out, we are even strength now. Kurth and Hasselfeld on the forecheck here. Kurth shuts that down, dumps it back behind the goal. Jeffers on it. Then try another way out. Nothing doing there. A little centering pass. Does create a little bit of space, albeit temporarily, as it finds its way to Hasselfeld. Shuts that down. Centering pass stopped by the Waconia defenseman. And Nicollet slings one in from this side. And that finds just about the crease. Really nice save there. A screen just about saw that thing in. Centering pass in again as Hasselfeld takes a swipe at it. Up on the crease and gloved by the goalie. Really good flurry of action right there. A couple of good shots on. Nicollet just about poked that one in from the near corner right here. Kane and LaRose and Brown are your forwards. Prentice flips one in, deflected by Brown, and really good save there, as I think Brown got a piece of that and managed to glove that one right there. Prentice, that one got maybe into a body out there. Brown along with LaRose. Now Kanan involved. LaRose plays it around the side. Brown chipping at it nearby and covered by the goalie again. You got a first goal? Kanan. Yeah. Was it? Kanan, yeah. Yeah. Clavin lays some lumber near side, and Kanan takes it away, works his way around, finding some space. Oh, back to Clavin. To Prentice. Kanan on it. Dangles his way around. LaRose parked on the crease, looking for him. Nothing there. Ends up into the skates of the Wildcats. Wildcats do get across mid-ice, looking for a change of their own as they dump that deep. Brown finds Altschul. Altschul dumps it in. Waconia plays it, though. Kanan, however, on it. Oh, that just sneaks outside the blue line. The boys will reset here and work their way out. Brown and Kanan out. Gilbert. And Meade are in. Looks like Hasselfeld was already in, along with Prentice and Wilson up top. And offsides there. That just snuck over the blue line. They try to play it back in. Here comes Nicollet in for Prentice. 3:30 left here in the second. Meade tries to power one through, gets tied up, and Waconia controls. Patience by Nicollet initially pays off there, but now Waconia takes over. Altschul with a little forecheck pressure here along with Gilbert. They reverse course and have a little room on the far side in a breakout of their own. Nicollet, he punches one through. Blue line held by Waconia. Altschul on it. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert looking for Meade. Meade with pressure. Holds that one up. Meade tries to punch one through the legs there. Shut down, but Altschul shuts that down. Altschul looking for some fresh legs, and he gets it in Kurth. Gilbert battles near side. Nicollet shuts that down, ends up on the blue line himself, carries it through himself. Finds a little bit of space on the near side, dumps that one across the front of the crease. Kurth tries to play that one out a little dangerously, but it is shut down. Interference, so we're going to kill another one here as Meade goes back into the bin for a couple of minutes. So we got 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. And barring a goal here for the Wildcats, we are going to have most of the remainder here in a man up. Jeffers pushes that one off the face-off, but Waconia controls out at the blue line. Prentice bodies that, shuts that down, and that gets flipped in. Glove saved by Ellickson. Ooh, up high off the glass. That got deflected, I guess, just into the net. So Jeffers bumps that through. Good pressure here for Max. Max finds his way. Just nobody with him, but killing some valuable time. Skates his way free. Has it up to Prentice. Prentice flips one in glove. Save. Good shot. Good recovery. Real good hustle there for Hasselfeld as he punched that one through, chased it into the corner, recovered, and found an open defenseman to put a shot on goal. .114 left in the penalty. 1:20 left in the quarter or period. Brown shuts down this initial pressure for Waconia, but Waconia is able to get it across neutral ice and dump it in where Nicollet will play it. Looking for LaRose. LaRose breaks back to Nicollet. Nicollet chops that through. Waconia will regroup at neutral ice. And a nice little bank pass there. Has an open skater in and a slapper. Glove save for Ellickson. One minute remaining here in the period. 53 seconds in a power play for Waconia. Cross ice pass there. Stick flipped by Brown up to LaRose. LaRose chips that into zone, and he's chasing here. A little bit of forecheck pressure as they're trying to find their way out. Brown on it. Holds the zone. If nothing more, a bit of penalty kill opportunity here as Nicollet controls on the far side. Rips one in. High banker. Gets gloved by his defender. Brown now on it. Plays that up. That gets flipped up high. Good thing LaRose didn't get a piece of that. Stick was pretty high. Good control here. Now LaRose has it. Oh, turns around, and Waconia's got kind of one last stretch with numbers up. Back check pressure coming. Wilson shuts that down into the deep corner. Buries his guy into the boards, and we are at even strength, and we are at the period break. 2-0 Trojans. Initial goal, initial goal was Kanan from Nicollet, and then we had, who was that second period goal? LaRose from Kanan, yep. Do you want Mark to rub that out for you? What's that? You can do that. Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, I do like a couple days a week, but like we reach an age where it's just on you. Like I've walked back.
And I don't do it as much as I should, but for that muscle recovery, all of us, our wives, everybody should be on creatine.
I've heard that.
Honestly, brain function.
Good for your brain.
All right, here we are, the start of the third. Meade will take this face off with Gilbert and Altschul. Clavin and Prentice are your defenders. Out front of a brilliant game by Charlie Ellickson in goal. Waconia controls off the draw. Nice little breakout, working their way through neutral ice. They get that in, dump it. Charlie's going to go ahead and cover that one as that came across and dumps. So we'll take a draw here deep in zone. 14:44 is just 16 ticks off this one. Waconia controls. Altschul comes out on that one and takes one off the shins. Gilbert finds its way to Altschul. Plays a little hot off his stick into neutral ice. And Waconia turns it around. Prentice will try. Fires one hard for Altschul. And that just gets iced. Trying to find its way around here again is Altschul now with a little bit of forecheck pressure. Waconia dumps it in, but Nicollet plays it. Skates his way out, albeit temporarily as Waconia dumps it back in, but it ends up back on Nicollet's stick. Nicollet trying to get his way to his forehand side there, ends up dumping it back behind the net, but still controls. Meade in there with him, but Waconia turns that around. They're working their way out. Kurth pressuring back behind the net. Meade now with him. Wilson breaks on it. Waconia finally chips that free. Only long enough for Nicollet to recover and dump that back in. Wilson to Kurth. Kurth has a streaking Hasselfeld. Ooh, and just behind Kurth. Jeffers gets taken just off his line enough for Waconia to recover and turn that around, but Prentice plays that one out. That gets disrupted before he gets a chance, however, and now good stick work back there, takes his guy down. He is buried in it, and eventually Clavin skates free with it, looking for Kurth. Jeffers is in a skate-off with Waconia to the other end with forecheck pressure coming out to neutral ice. Prentice, nice little pass up. Has Hasselfeld looking for Jeffers to Kurth, and Waconia to neutral ice. Jeffers creates a turnover near side, and Waconia, however, with momentum on the far side. Prentice is on it. Good pressure there as Clavin takes out a forward and covered by Ellickson. Kane and Brown and LaRose will be your forwards in here. Wilson and Nicollet, your defensemen. Wilson plays that out to LaRose. Brown with some forecheck pressure. Wilson controls it, works his way across the zone. Oh, nice little deke move there. A little bit of pressure on the back check. Just enough to disrupt him. The goalie comes out and covers one early. Good pressure there by Wilson. 11:53 here left in the third. Kanan works his way up, I think, to LaRose. Brown trying to get a piece of it as Nicollet dumps it on net. LaRose. Oh, centering pass. Again, nobody there. Brown pressuring in the near side. Able to bump that back in temporarily. The boys hold zone just long enough as Wilson skates around. Nicollet hoping to regroup here. Brown now controls at neutral ice and couldn't quite drag it through as he and Wilson got a little tied up on the far side. 11:19 left here as we got some fresh forwards coming in. Meade will take this draw. Altschul and Gilbert on either side. Nicollet and Wilson remain at defense. Meade fires one high up in, just barely caught the glass on the far side. And Waconia skates this one out. I don't know, what is that? It's because the puck's away?
It's got really long legs. I think he felt like his knee kind of.
Oh, okay. Let's get these penalties out of the way here today, I guess. We're getting a lot of penalty kill experience. 2 minutes here for the Wildcats with a few minutes left. Prentice playing body up front. Covered by Ellickson. Fresh defenders coming in. Jeffers plays one out. Has Meade. Meade tries to punch one through the far side. Jeffers has a breaking Ulchel. Ulchel dumps that in. Nothing doing as Waconia turns that back over. 10:20 left here in the game. 1:20 left in the penalty. Jeffers regroups. Plays that one out. And Wilson has it. Near side with a little pace. Looking for Kurth. Just out of his reach. Oh, weird fluttering puck there. Maybe off a body or a screen. Finds its way back. Wilson's going to work his way around several skaters. Finally shut down on the far side. Third time wasn't the charm, but the first two guys he worked his way around. Now here comes Kurth to Kanan. Kanan dangling near side. Prentice flips that in. Prentice again. And that gets covered. 9:02 left. Just 5 seconds in the penalty, and we should be even strength here. Kanan and Hasselfeld far side. Play it into the corner. Even strength here. Change of direction there for Kanan. Kanan finds his way through. Good break up there by Waconia. Finally gets closed on there, but maintains a little bit of pressure. Flips one out. Has Clavin deflected. That goes wide to the left. Clavin again. That goes wide left. 8:15 remains here. Nice little breakout here for Waconia, just navigating a few Trojan forwards on the way out. Brown now skating it out. Has LaRose near side. LaRose centering back, nobody home. Too many men on the Wildcats. All right, that was kind of the second time they've lingered on that, right? Not our cleanest rotations. All right, so we're going to get 2 minutes back here. 7:46 left in the third. 2-goal lead and a 2-minute power play as Meade Gilbert. Ooh, and a hard shot there by Wilson. Misses left. Now Nicollet up top. Back to Wilson again. Ooh, nice little cross ice pass there, looking for Altschul. Ends up in on the skates of Gilbert. Couldn't quite get his stick free to get anything on that. That gets waved off as Nicollet strides into the corner to play this one. Gets bodied off. As Wilson skates his way out of this trouble. Has a little bit of room. Has Altschul near side. Altschul back to Mead. Mead creates a little bit of space, tries to juke his way through. Couldn't quite get his hands free there either. Just inside 7 minutes and a minute left on this power play. Mead pulls the trigger coming across the middle. A little high, a little left. Altschul now looks near corner. Bouncing puck. That gets played right back in by Prentice. Now here comes Clavin. Clavin with a drive near side. Oh, and that scooted all the way across the ice. And a sprawling save. 2 opportunities there for the Trojans as Clavin puts a nice shot on, and then a little, who was that on the recovery there? Was that Jax or Mead? Nope. Jeffers on the face-off, controlled by the Trojans as Clavin flips one in, high off the glass, back behind the net. How's that come out here? All right. Back out to neutral ice. Jeffers controls in, and then Wayzata or Waconia works their way out. Hasselfeld, though, shuts that down. Heavy stick pressure there as he eventually gets played into the boards and taken down. Clavin recovers and skates this one out. Powers his way through, finds himself onside, looking for Kurth. Body on Kurth there, keeps that stick from getting down and plays it, but Hasselfeld back on it, gets sandwiched between a couple of Wildcats as they work their way out. Jeffers, however, on it. Kurth carries it back into zone, dumps and chases it in. Jeffers going to go ahead and flip that back in, but that gets shut down by Waconia and not quite back on sides. 5:15, 2-goal lead here for the Trojans in period 3. Kane and Brown and LaRose in. Wilson controls. Nice cross ice pass to Brown. Brown dangles through. Can't quite get through. And eventually to Kanan. Kanan to Waconia. Waconia gets across and dumps it in. LaRose tries to flip a little breakout out. Nothing there for him. Wilson with a nice pass across. And Brown's racing to the corner. Dumps one back behind the net. Finds LaRose. Looking for Brown again, but shut down by Waconia. Waconia eventually skates out of that scrum with it to neutral ice. Nicollet on it. Flips it out. Has Kanan. Kanan through neutral ice. Looking for Brown. Brown was on a change. It's a little miscommunication there. Gilbert trying to hold zone there. Waconia on it. Now Hasselfeld. Hasselfeld through neutral ice. Gets across the blue line, dumps it in. Gilbert will be the first one to it. Back behind the net. Gets pinched off on the boards. Mead, though, shuts it down. Back to Gilbert. And Waconia with a little bit of space. Nice pass across. Can't quite handle it. Ulchel with room near side. Able to dump that around, trying to skate around them. A couple of defenders back for it, however. 3:11 left in the third. Mead tries to dangle his way through, bodied by the defender. Shut that down. Now Waconia with a little bit of space and a glove save for Ellickson. 2:53 left. Jeffers, Kurth, and Hasselfeld in it forward. Nicollet and Wilson back on D out in front of Ellickson. Trojans control. Wilson, nice little pass up. Kurth, near side, looking for Jeffers. May have had Hasselfeld on the far side, but broken up by the Wildcats. Jeffers backhands one in. Hasselfeld on it. Kurth playing it. Battles into the corner. Now the Wildcats try to work their way out. A trio of Trojans shut that breakout down. Jeffers finally dumps one in, and Kurth will be first on the scene along with the Wildcat. Hasselfeld comes in, puts a little pressure on the body as well, and back to neutral ice. Wilson to Nicollet to Kurth. Kurth tries to dangle his way out, shut down by the Waconia defender. That gets waved off and dumped as Nicollet will skate this one out. Changes direction here. Nice little pass up. Kurth to Jeffers. Jeffers dumps. Fresh forwards coming in here for the Trojans. LaRose looking for Brown. Some cracks out there. Just some weird falls. .111 left here. Good little poke check there for LaRose. Good heavy forecheck pressure. Brown then shuts that down and finds his way in as well. Kanan to Clavin. Can't handle it. Turns it around. Back to Kanan. Neutral ice. LaRose. LaRose tries to push through. Nothing there. Brown on it. Brown back in the box again. He went after somebody, didn't he? .21 seconds left as that came to a stop. The Wildcats have pulled their goalie here. Two seconds left, and that should kill it. That is the end, folks. And I'll officially can say it now. Shutout for Charlie Ellickson here. 2-1 game. Trojans find a scrimmage win and kick off the tournament tomorrow. So, what time do we play? We'll get you a live update on 8 p.m. Dial or tune in tomorrow night. We will be back, and then again on Friday and Saturday morning, and then more games pending the success of those games. We see Roseville tomorrow.